Hello guys, I am back and this is my armor that I've done so far. So I've got 4 shins, 4 boots, 4 gauntlets, 1 butt plate, 4 shoulders, 4 thighs, 2 torsos and 1 undersuit. So get to the shins. First of all, the shins are basically done. I just need to do the Dremel work on the sides, and also the last bit of detailing that goes on the back brim just there. Then it'll be ready for painting. These boots, now the boots actually, if I show you, so let me get a range of all different shoes. So the way I made these boots, last time in my last suit which I sold, the boots came with it already attached and the foam was hot glued to the boot. So with this piece, I ended up making it in 2 pieces. As you can see, that's the front, and this is the back. And I have to get the size of the shoe, but it should fit most people. And if not, then you just have to enlarge the bottom of it, maybe. So this will, this way. That's right. Okay, let me just shove that in there. So, and there's your boot. And I still have to work on the strapping to hold it all together, but I already know how to do that. So, if it's this is a steel cap boot, which actually, is quite really big just here because it's a steel cap. These are work boots that wore to the council. So so with these shoes, it fits in quite snugly. This is the wrong foot, but anyway, I'll show you. Blah blah blah. Stick that in there. So as you get, it can fit a whole different range of boots. Now this is the wrong foot, but yeah, as you can see, it features a whole. You can fit almost any shoe, and I'm pretty happy with it. So now at least when people buy it, they can use their own shoes to their comfort, and they can either hot glue or they can the strapping, I'm going to have it set up so you won't need to glue your armor to the boot. And if the bottoms of the soles do become wore out after time, end up burning right, left and into every sole so you know which one. And I ended up burning it in there so you definitely know which is left and right and all that. So these back bits, they're all the same, so it doesn't matter. So they will fit in like that. You can either hot glue or the strapping. As I said, I'll make it so it can be adjustable, so you can move this back an inch, or you can move it, if you got a smaller boot, you can move it a bit closer. Obviously the smallest I think you can go is there. There's like a mini chief boot, but it can fit a whole range of these are just average, I think. They're quite big. This one here is quite big, but just making it adjustable just so it can fit most people, and if not everyone. So pretty happy about that. Still got to add the little Dremel details, so I'm going to go over the whole suit once I've finished. So that is the boots. Yeah, can zoom out. This is the butt plate. Now, end up finding a pic on my iPad that end up changing the butt plate original from what I end up doing on my previous suit. So I end up modifying it just a tad, but it's still a little bit incorrect, but I think it still looks good. I end up using this foam, which is also used for my undersuit. I'll get to that soon. And just so this can bend, so if you want to sit down, you can probably just bend it, or you can bend up to this way, up to a certain amount. Plus, I'm also going to install 2 clips, same as my previous suit, so this can flap up and down. This just gives it a bit more room to bend just in case you kneel down. The weight of the bottom bit will actually bend with it, giving it saves it being flat. And yeah, so I end up finding this pic at the back online. This is just using Google, and I ended up modifying my iPad. I ended up modifying my back brace bit for the undersuit, which we'll talk about now. So, and also with the undersuit, it's done the exact same way. The reason why it took me so long is because I didn't really make a template for this, thinking I was only going to make one. But I redesigned the ab plate so it's a little bit smaller, it's a little bit compact, and it's fit quite flushly to the piece. What I might do, still thinking about it, is actually cut this area to actually the inside of the ab plate, if you can see that ab plate there. Cut that area, then open it up and hot glue it to the actual inside of the ab plate, just so it's in there for and it's stuck in there so it won't really fall off. Now this is a basic design that I'm going to go with. Still need to rough it out, but after this I'm going to Dremel out these lines and end up adding probably a 2mm. As you can see, I'm going to add a 2mm rise in foam, so the foam will go up or raised in those areas. Then the other bits will just be Dremeled out like my previous undersuit. So now the back of it, I ended up, as I said, I redesigned it. Ended up creating sort of this spine, as you can sort of see there. So this is just roughly, but I ended up creating just this little spine that will be stuck in. And when I didn't really glue the tops down, so let me just, so as you can see, it will come up in sections, so I can move it like a snake. So it's just hard because I'm using my knee to do it, but as you can see, you can bend it, it can be all good, and you can also bend it this way. So since it's just foam, so that's redesigned the back of it just to give it a bit more of a in-game look. And this will be glued on to one side, and I'm going to have 3 clips, 1, 2, 3. They're going to be 1-inch clips, just connecting it all top. Then I'm going to grab Velcro running from top to bottom on this side that will put this together and get it to stay on. If you need to take the undersuit off, undo the Velcro, undo the clips. So that's the improved undersuit. I'm really liking that ab plate. It's a bit more small, it's compact, it's not really as much, doesn't come out as much as my previous undersuit. So looks kind of well. Gauntlets are basically done. Still need to do Dremel work on the pieces, and yeah, more Dremel work. End up designing that, changing it around a bit from a pic that I saw. There's a better pic of the inside of the gauntlet there, but they're quite some hard pics to find in really good resolution. So the shoulders, as you saw in previous video, the thighs, I still need to do elastic for them, and the chest pieces still need Dremel work and these little circles. Now those little circles, I'll actually be using little plastic or pellet sort of things. My brother ended up coming home from work and ended up bringing these little black things, and I was just he asked me if you want them, so I'll just show you. So these black things are just little bits of plastic that they use for they're making chairs, because what is it? It was, I can't think of it, but it's like thermoforming. So this is what they grab 2 molds and they force the plastic in between the gap, and boom, they pop out a chair. Now these are plastic pellets that they put in, because once these get really hot they expand, and that's like really really hot, so you'll never get to that temperature. But if you can see, these are actually in sort of like circle, oval sort of things. And as I did on my previous suit, let me get a better view. Let me just turn the camera this way so I can see what I'm doing. So as you can see, they're like that. So, and I've realised, how can I use these to my advantage? So these will be the little black dots that will go in between all those areas, the sides, the also I think there's some on the shins. I'm not sure, but and there's also some on the ab plate, if you don't realise. But they will go, they'll sit right there, and that will leave that little bump detail. So I end up finding these to be really useful. And since there's like, I'll put them away later, since there's like 1,000 of them, it's good enough for a whole heap of suits. So that's an update. And I also have been working on a not run out. Also have been working on a model. Damn. Screw on. Got to update it. Also been working on a 3D model. This will be at the top of the Master Chief helmet. So I'm gonna end up doing one side, then mirroring it, just so it's all symmetrical, I should say. And so yeah. Still needs a lot of work to do. Right now it's in the flat stage. I still need to smoothen this back bit, especially because that's where the helmet pops out. So I'm gonna continue on with this model and also do some guns as well. See if I can start modeling. So yeah, so this is just a little update on what I have been doing and all the armor that I have done. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Well, I'll just try and get a good shot for the thumbnail for the YouTube.